Now, friends, whenever we will talk about the direct tax, in our direct tax, certain concepts are there. Last lectures we have discussed the assessee, the person who pay the taxes is called assessee. Then we have discussed the one of the important concept in last lecture, person. Person includes an individual, a company, HF, partnership firm, artificial juridical person, association of person or body of individual, and a local authority. Now, today we are going to discuss further some important concepts. Now, it includes one of the important concept, that is assessment. Assessment section. Assessment section 2, subsection 8. Now, assessment means what? Assessment means the calculation. Assessment means the computation. Assessment means the to find out. It means we have to do the total. We have to do the aggregate. We have to do the calculation. So, what type of calculation? So it is a process of determining whether assessee means the person who paying the taxes, assessee on income or the loss. Whatever income generated in a particular year, assessee has to pay tax. So we have to assess tax liability, how much amount of taxes we have to pay, and how much amount if I pay in advance, so we will get the refund also. So this particular concept is called as a assessment. So assessment is the process of determining. Determining means to find out, to calculate. What we have to calculate? So we have to find out income. We have to find out losses. Whose losses? We have to find out. We have to find out the losses of the assessee. We have to find out the losses of the assessee. We have to find out the, we have to determine tax liability on the income so determined. Whatever income we find out, at that basis we have to find out the tax liability. Means how much amount of taxes we have to pay to the government. That we will find out. Therefore, it is a assessment is a determination. It is a calculation of the income, losses, tax liability, how much tax we have to payable. Payable means due. How much amount of tax liability payable by the assessee, or how much amount of refund due to the assessee. So this calculation is called as a assessment. Assessment includes determining the incomes and losses, determining the tax liability, determining the tax payable and refund due to the assessee. Now, next definition that we are going to learn, assessment year, section 2, subsection 9. Now, friends, assessment year means what? What is the exactly meaning of the assessment year? Now, before discussing this particular definition, we will discuss first previous year, then we will talk about the assessment year. Now, friends, whenever the assessee earn the income in a particular year, such year is called as a previous year, or we can say that it is a financial year. It is a financial year. The previous year is the year assessee earn income. Assessee earn the income particular sources. It may be salary, house property, business, profession, or other sources. The previous year, meaning of the previous year, is a financial year immediately preceding the assessment year. Preceding means before. Before the assessment year, whatever year is there, it is considered as a financial year. Take one example in relation to assessment year 2021-22. If we talk about the assessment year 2021-22. Now, immediately preceding financial year. The financial year is the preceding, is before the assessment year. Before the assessment year. That is 2020-21. Now, this 2020-21 began. It is begin with 1st April 2020 and end with the March 31st 2021. It means in this particular financial year, it will start from 1st April 2020 and end will be 31st March 2021. So 2020 to 21, this particular period is called as the previous year. And then next year it start from 2021-22. This next year period, it start from 1st April 2021 to 31st March 2022. This particular period, this particular year is called as a assessment year. The financial year 2020-21, assessee on income, and then next year we can say that it is a 21-22, it is considered as a assessment year. Now, previous year means the financial year. Assessee generate the income, assessee do the business, assessee earn the income from salary, house property, business and profession, capital gain, or other sources. Such income they combinedly gathered, collected in that particular year. Such year is called as a previous year. Now, after collecting the revenue or income in a particular financial year, it is considered as a previous year. Now, this particular income, this particular year income, we will collect it and we will calculate how much amount of salary tax we have to pay to the government. This assessment means we know about the definition of the assessment. We know about the definition of the assessment. Now, assessment means the calculation. The assessment year, this particular meaning, this particular terms definition, we can say that, meaning we can say that whatever income earned in a particular previous year, such income we will calculate. We will calculate. We have to charge the tax liability, and that particular year is called as a assessment year. Now, the definition, if you see the definition of the assessment year, it means the period of the 12 months. Commencing is starting on the first day of April every day. Not a day, it is every year. The assessment year is a period of 12 months commencing from on the first day of April every year. The assessment year begin on 1st April and end 31st March every year. The one thing you should keep in mind, previous year means the financial year. In that particular year, assessee earn the income from various sources. After generating income, next year is called as the assessment year. In that particular year, assessee calculate the tax liability, calculate the taxable value, and pay the taxes to the government. So it is called as the assessment year. In the previous year, assessee earn the income, and in assessment year, assessee calculate the tax liability. I hope you understood the meaning of the assessment year and previous year. Now, whenever we will talk about the difference between the assessment year and previous year, if you see this particular screen, I'm sharing this screen. Previous year, it is a financial year in which the income is earned. Assessment year is immediately next year of the previous year, in which previous year's income is charged to income tax. Charge means taxable. Tax. Charge, this particular word means it is a tax. Now, previous year can be 12 months or less than 12 months. It is very important statement. Previous year can be 12 months or less than 12 months. But assessment year is always 12 months. Assessment year is always 12 months. So these things you should keep in mind. The assessment year is always 12 months. Yes, who is doing this particular drawing? Yes, who is doing this particular drawing? Now, friends, here as previous year, it can be 12 months or less than 12 months, but assessment year, it is always 12 months. Previous year, it is an assessee start his business. The previous year, assessee has start his business or profession from any date other than first day of the previous year. It is not compulsory he has to start his business from first day of the April. It is not compulsory. But assessment year will always start from 1st April. Assessment year is always start from 1st April, irrespective of the date of the commencement of the business. One example that we have to take, Mr. A start his business from 5th April 2020. So what will be the previous year? Previous year start from 1st of, not a 1st April, 5th April, because business start from 5th April. 5th April 2020 to 31st March 2021. It start from 5th April and end will be 31st March 2021. If you see that this particular previous year, so their assessment year, if you see the assessment year will be 1st April 2021 and end will be 31st March 2022. Then we will talk about the next previous year. So it start from 1st April 2021 and end will be 31st March 2022. And their next assessment will be 1st April 2022 and 31st March 2023. So I hope you understood the exact meaning of the assessment year and previous year. Assessment year and previous year. Yes, I hope you understood. do you have any doubt? You can share with me. Those students who are not mute, so I will directly throw outside to you. I don't want these kinds of students. So mute yourself. I don't want any kind of noise from your side. I will directly throw you outside to you, and you will not come again in my lectures. You will be no more for this lecture. So these things you have to keep in mind, and I don't want any kind of uh, drawing whenever I'm sharing some things which is very important to you. Now, after discussing the assessment year and previous year, now we will discuss one of the important concept, that is income. Income, section 2, subsection 24. Whenever we will talk about the income, what do you mean by income? So, as per the Income Tax Act 1961, they are provided the long definition of the income. Now, this definition we will discuss. Before discussing this particular definition, you have to give some answers. Okay, shall I ask the questions to you? Say yes or no.
Yes.
Okay, uh, if you are going in a particular one of the area, and suddenly on the road you will get 1000 rupees note or 500 rupees note. Suddenly you found that the on the road 2000 rupees note is there, and no one is there. You pick up that particular note, keep in the pocket, whether this 2000 rupees note is your income or not. I hope you understood my question. So whether it is income
Not
or
income,
not.
sir.
सर
Not
इनकम नो नॉट बट
Say
कैलकुलेट
loudly.
करेंगे तो इनकम है
Say loudly.
इनकम सर
How can you say that it is income on
Sir,
the
no, sir, it's not income.
is a calculate additional 2000 rupees no sir then
no. See the question first. You are roaming in on the road. No one is there, and suddenly you see that the 2000 rupees note is found in the on the road, and no one is there. You pick up that particular note and put in your pocket, whether this particular note 2000 rupees is your income or not.
not sir no
No.
No, sir.
Put in chat box if you say no. No, put n only, and those who say yes, put y. In chat box you have to put only n. N means no. And if you feel that it is our income, so put in our chat box y. Yes. I am repeating again. रस्त्याने चालता चालता अचानक 2000 रुपयाची नोट सापडली आणि ती तुम्ही खिशात टाकली. तिथे कोणच नव्हतं, तर ती नोट 2000ची तुमचं इन्कम आहे का? जर इन्कम म्हणत असाल तर चॅट बॉक्स वरती वाय टाका. जर ते इन्कम तुम्ही बोलत नसाल तर नो टाका. रस्त्याने जाता तर कोणच नव्हतं त्या रस्त्यावरती, तुम्हाला 2000 रुपये सापडले आणि ते पटकन तुम्ही खिशामध्ये टाकले, तर ते तुमचं इन्कम आहे का? जर असेल तर कीप पुट इन चॅट बॉक्स यस, ओनली वाय यू हॅव टू पुट. इफ इट इज नॉट, पुट एन नो. तुम्हाला कळेल तरी किती जण अलर्ट आहेत, तर नुसते असे टाइमपासला लेक्चरला येतात. नाव ज्यांनी ज्यांनी नो टाकतायत, those who are putting the no, they are wrong. आणि ज्यांनी यस कोणीच टाकलं नाही, but all are wrong. It is a income. It is a income. As per the Income Tax Act 1961, if any particular income, if you found and it is in your hand, it is always your income. So one thing you have to keep in mind, रस्त्यावरती चालताना तुम्हाला पैसे सापडले तर ते तुमचे इन्कम असेल का? यस, इट इज युअर इन्कम as per the Income Tax Act. As per the Income Tax Act, it is your income. So these things you have to keep in mind. Suppose Mr. X ने bank लुटली and he earned 1 crore rupees. त्याने बँकेत जाऊन बँक मॅनेजरला कडून 1 करोड रुपये लुटले. whether it is income or not, say yes or no. The income tax says that it is also income. Income Tax Act काय म्हणतो? It is also income. आता तुम्ही म्हणाल सर हे चुकीचं आहे, इट्स नॉट लीगल. तर ते लीगल इलीगल देर इज नो मॅटर. मॅटर इज देअर whether you earn the income. Yes, if you earn the income, it means it is your income. तुम्ही इन्कम कमवलं, ते लीगल असो इलीगल असो, it's your income. So these things you have to keep in mind. Income received by the assessee by way of legal or illegal, it is always income. लक्षात ठेवा. This thing you have to keep in mind. It is always the income whenever you earn the income by any sources. Suppose one of the person is doing the smuggling, whether it is the income or not, is doing smuggling. The answer is it is also income. It is also income. There is no rule about the legal and illegal. Under Income Tax Act, there is no rule about the legal and illegal. If you have the income, it is your income, you should pay the taxes. So these things you have to keep in mind. Suppose तुम्ही एक डॉक्टर आहात, you are the doctor, and तुमच्याकडे एक कोविडचा पेशंट आला. COVID pandemic is there and the one of the patient is there, he is suffering the COVID, and तुम्ही त्यांना ट्रीटमेंट दिली. You are providing the treatment to the that particular COVID patient. आणि तुम्ही डॉक्टर असल्यामुळे त्या ट्रीटमेंटमुळे तो बरा झाला आणि तुम्हाला त्या पेशंटने 1 करोडचं गिफ्ट दिलं, 1 करोड रुपीज गिफ्ट दिलं असंच, तर तुम्ही त्यांना कोविड मुक्त करून टाकलं. कोविड पॉझिटिव्ह होता, तुम्ही निगेटिव्ह करून टाकलं, कारण तुम्ही डॉक्टर आहात. If you are the doctor and you are diagnosis the COVID patient and his report from positive to negative and that particular patient खूप हॅपी झाला तुमच्यामुळे, खूप आनंदी झाला आणि त्याने तुम्हाला 1 करोड रुपयाचं गिफ्ट दिलं. ऍज अ डॉक्टर यू रिसिव्हिंग द गिफ्ट 1 करोड रुपीज, whether it is the income or not. Say yes or no. Yes, it is an income. Gift received by the doctor from his patient. It is always income. It is always income. It is taxable income. It is taxable income. Suppose तुमचा बर्थडे तुमच्या पप्पाने तुम्हाला 1 करोड रुपये दिले. तुमच्या पप्पाने तुम्हाला 1 करोड रुपये दिले ऍज अ गिफ्ट. देणार तर नाही पण दिले. तर whether it is the income or not. If any amount received from father and mother from love and affection as a gift, that is not an income. आई वडिलांकडून मिळालेलं गिफ्ट इन्कम नसतं. If you receive the any amount from your father, mother, it is not income. Lakshat theva. It is not a income. Suppose tumcha birthday, your birthday is there and your friends त्यांनी पैसे काढले आणि तुम्हाला 1 लाख रुपये as a gift म्हणून दिले. Whether it is an income or not. The answer is it is a income. It is a income. आई वडील सोडून बाकीच्या सगळ्यांनी तुम्हाला गिफ्ट दिले, it is always income. Other than your father and mother, those friends, if you receive the income from your friends, if you receive the gift from your friends as a 1 lakh rupees amount, it is a income. So I hope you understood what you mean exactly meaning of the income. Now, friends, what you have to do. I already provided to you PDF notes. In that PDF notes, page number 7, the definition of the income is there. That this particular definition you have to write in your notebook. Then This particular question is there, page number 8. The following is the income as per the income tax. You should write this particular question with answer yes or no. Gift received by the lawyer from his client. It is income. Yes. Gift received by the son on his birthday from the parents. No. Money received by dependent parent from their son. No. Income received from smuggling activity. Yes. Reimbursement of the actual traveling expenses to an employee. No. Reimbursement means the repayment of the traveling expenses. It means expenses incurred by the employee and it is reimbursed by the employer. So these are the questions are there that you should write in your notebook. First of all, you should write the definition. It starts from page number 7. This definition up to the 23 points. Up to the 23 points, you should write the definition. Then you should write this question with answers. Then page number 9, you have to solve this particular 8 questions. And only thing you should write yes or no, whether it is income or not. And these same things we will discuss whenever we will come in our next lectures. You should understand first what is exactly meaning of the income. Okay, fine. Then after that, you should write the fill in the blanks, because what happened, we will conduct the exams online mode if the COVID is there. That time you should know about the multiple choice question. You should write this multiple choice questions. This bold letter is a blank answer. Fill the blank is there. This particular you should keep in mind, and this will the answer is also available. So you should write these answers also. Then after that, what is the status of the person? These things we have already discussed in our last lecture. We have discussed the person's definition. The same things you should write in your notebook. Otherwise, it is very difficult to study. We should write all these things in our notebook. See that I will see the notes if you have the notebook. Otherwise, it is very difficult to study. You should write all these things in your notebook, and I will check your notebook. You have to write this question also. What is the status of the following? So this thing you should write, and you have a time. I will not discuss maximum, but whatever we have discussed, that you should write in your notebook. Otherwise, it is very difficult. We have 2 lectures. I will stop here after the 1 minute, and you can start your writing. I already informed that you have to bring the new notebook. In that you should write the notes. So these things that you have to write was person's definition, then the income's definition, and the questions with answers that you have to write. I have already provided the PDF form of notes. If you have any doubts, you can directly contact to me, or WhatsApp group. You have to put the doubt. I will explain. But you should understand the concept of the income and the person. It is very important. And you have to write all these things. So we will get maximum. Okay, fine. So I will not take one for the lectures. What you have to do, you have to write on your notebook everything. Then we will discuss in next lecture. Okay, in next week. Okay, fine.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Okay.
So I will stop
Thank you,
here
sir.
right now. Good night.